Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Good to see you here today. And the question I'm answering today is: would the Ukrainian lady leave you if you had lost your money? Or if you suddenly lost your money? That applies, this answer will apply for all the Slavic women, not all though, but an average. And I would say feminine traditional women in general. So, after I made my video, I received a question about, so are you saying, Veronica, that as soon as I lose my money, she will walk away? So, in order for me to answer this question, I need to ask you how strong your bond was before your financial situation happened. How close you were with her? Was she your best friend? Was she, how long have you known her? And do you have history? Other words, what kind of interpersonal relationship you really had? What kind of connection you had? Because if you're talking about the a very obvious lifestyle trade, when you go in for a girl that would never be with you unless you had the money, and she is, very attractive and highly sought after, and popular girl, but at the same time you don't really know much about her, but she is your dream and you did not care what you need to pay, what you need to do, then I would say yes, she probably would walk away. She would not get into the details of what happened. She will see that as a waste of her time, as her appearance need maintenance, as she doesn't is probably not planning to work. I can see the lady with interests like that walking away pretty fast. And that's why in my every video I remind you to make sure you have the same values with a lady, and that at least you don't look ridiculous together. What do I mean by ridiculous is when you're really a mismatch, when you know that um, you don't really people uh, when you go out, a lot of people are not sure if you are even a couple, or so it's just a lot of science, but even on the outside it's a big mismatch. So yes, if you have any of these things, probably as soon as the money is, money are over, she's gonna be out of there. Now let's talk about more pleasant, uh I would say more uplifting or more inspiring situation, which is, I also think that in Ukraine we have also normal average women, which means average woman for Ukraine is a pretty woman, but her appearance is not the only thing she has. And you are in a relationship where you do things together, you know each other for a while, you have actual relationship, means physical, and emotional is, you have strong emotional connection, and just you have a real relationship with somebody. You truly are, bonding, and you build that history together and all these things. Now with a person like that, somebody who is actually a match, who actually looks good next to you, right? Somebody who actually you look and you are a very harmonious couple, and you always were a provider, you were doing great, and this now one day your company got shut down, you got fired, your business had an issue, and let's say your finance had stopped. suddenly. So if you, when you are with a genuine normal woman, not an Instagram model, not a person that had that focuses on her appearance only, when you are with an actual real genuine person that give you love and affection and cares about you and talks to you and looking forward to spend time with you, and when you feel very very close to somebody and you trust each other and all of that, that's only applies to actual physical relationship. I don't know how many times I need to repeat that, because a lot of people apply my advice to somebody they saw on a website and they think that they are in a relationship. No, that's not what I mean. I mean truly beautiful connection, and you know that she's enjoying spending time with you. You can feel it and all of that. So in that situation, Ukrainian or Russian Slavic lady will not just walk away, just okay, let me pack my bags, I'm leaving. No, as far from my experience, from what I have been observing, Ukrainian woman will give you understanding. She will support you, and she will give you a certain amount of time to get it together. Once again, she will show you support. She's not gonna show you sympathy. If she shows you sympathy, it means that she does not believe in you, she does not respect you, and she think you are a loser. But things happen to many many people in this world. Things happen to the most influential people and most powerful people. So what to say about regular people, that sometimes you have it and sometimes you don't. Ukrainian woman will feel your pain, and she will give you the message that take a breeze and do it again. I believe in you, and it's all right. I still love you. I'm not going anywhere. I know you can do it. This basically is the message she's going to give you. Now, if you will abuse the message and you will decide, I'm not gonna apply for another job for a while because, well, I'm really so tired. I need to get a break. If you do not have savings for that break, if you put your family in somewhat of, financial jeopardy or something like that, she will be very hurt and scared, and she will do very desperate things to take care of the family on her own. But eventually, she will lose her respect and she will leave. If you will turn into another child, that she will feel that you didn't take a short break to recharge and jump right back into it, or maybe jump right back to not right back to what you were doing, but you jumping into something just to make sure your family have food. Maybe you were uh, leading the company, but now the company is closed, you're fired, and you just happen in to do any kind of job, whatever it is. But you are not laying around and or lying around the house. You are running for opportunities. You've getting ready, you planning your step, but you also doing something so your family can afford, if you are so your family do not have to drain the savings if you have them, or your family have food to eat, and heating and electricity is there. So that is very important. She will not ever judge you. The genuine Ukrainian woman will not ever judge you if you take a lower job for a while. Let's say, you were head of the company and now you're working for somebody, or you have a temporary job, but you have an action plan. But as long as you do an action, as long as you do something, as long as she does not to have to be in a cold house in the middle of the winter, with a newborn child, as long as there are money to buy food, and the bills are paid, and you doing something, you are uh, she will be on your side. She will support you, because a lot of us growing up in post USSR, we went through a lot of challenges. We went through hard times. We went through times when we barely had enough, especially those who were born in late 80s, or let's say, well, in 80s and 90s. Those kids that were, well, the kids actually did not have to take an possibility, but I would say those people who were young in 80s and 90s, young but adult enough to work, they remember that it was a complete disaster. A lot of families did get a divorce because the father was no longer capable of taking care of the family. And even made that video, main fears of Russian and Ukrainian women. I believe it's my most popular video so far. I'll link it below for you guys if you're new and haven't seen it. So I talk about this issue in that video, that it's your world is shaking if you're doing nothing. If you're doing nothing, your world is shaking. And I'll tell you more. If Ukrainian women have a child and the child have a danger of not having a roof over their head or not having food, she will find a way to feed that child. Even if there is no jobs or she's fired, she will not sit on the couch and watch TV. She'll be out, she'll find something temporary, she'll jump into something. By the time the evening comes, she will come up with the money and the child gonna have food on its table, on a table, right? So if she can turn to a basically a man, if she can turn to person that is a provider in extreme case, she subconsciously expect that if hard situation will come, you will do anything. She will not judge you on the amount of money. She will observe how you react. Do you just fall apart and blame the government and blame Trump, or which is very popular, or blame if you're in US, or or blame Ukrainian president and the prices and the taxes, or you're the kind of guy like, okay, wait a minute, okay, let's sell this, let's go here, we're gonna cut this, but we're gonna add this, I'm going to go to this shop and see if I can sell this, and I can work on the weekend over here. Like, if you're that kind of guy, she will never leave you, because she will know you have something more important than money, and that is survival skills. That's the smart Ukrainian woman that knows that she has a loyal, loving, dedicated man that had survival skills. Because in case if money disappear, you can survive. You can maybe go and hunt. Of course, this is a primitive example, but let's say something did happen. The world changed tomorrow. You're the kind of guys that you will find the wood, you will find the matches, or you will start the fire natural way. You will go and kill the bear and bring the bear skin, and I don't know, do you eat bear meat? I don't know. You will do something, okay? You will not let your kids starve. And then, of course, the crisis never ends or lasts forever, okay? Crisis never lasts forever. So if you had your time, you took a temporary job, you take a breather, you come up with action plan, whether it's business or career. Of course, she will expect you to get back on your feet and keep going, because she wants to see you being strong. Let's say she depends on you financially. She takes care of newborn child, for example. She doesn't want to leave her child in a daycare or this infant care and go and work for somebody else. She wants to nurture the child, and then it's very possible that she will want to do also certain things for when the child growing up. So you just have to understand, a lot of people, I noticed, I try to make my videos not very surface like, but a lot of people just see one line and they will use it one line and just put generalizes about all men or all women, and it's just so devastating. But to me, but I know that a lot of my viewers, a lot of my men and ladies who watching me are very thoughtful, and they have common sense, and they know what I'm talking about. The All the answers are usually a little bit deeper than the surface. So that is the picture I want to give you, that if you marry a good woman, she will accept you at times when you are down, uh, and support you as long as she knows you take the effort, as long as you're not becoming her child, her second or third child, as long as you not becoming a deadbeat, as long as you are showing up like you always have been, even if the circumstances had changed. You do not give up, you push through, because that's what she would do. She cannot respect a weak man. She didn't marry you as a weak man, so she doesn't want to see you. She also does not want to see you being down, and she will encourage you and support you. But if you take that if you take advantage of that, and you will postpone your work, postpone your career, postpone your study, if you basically let yourself be on the couch, and she will be the one paying bills and taking care of kids, because I know cases like that, actually, even here in US, she will she will absolutely divorce you, and it just only depends on how patient or not she is. So I'll share some stories behind the scenes with those of you on Patreons for this video. But I know that I gave you a great idea over here. So I hope so. Please let me know if I did. I hope that you can hear not only what you want to hear, but you really understand what I'm trying to say. That when you go for the right person, this person is there, basically. But you cannot take advantage of them and turn them into a slave. With that being said, guys, from Michigan with Love, I will see you soon. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you.